Welcome back to the channel, Coins Collector, my fellow treasure hunters, coin collectors, history lovers, and everyone fascinated by the tiny pieces of metal that hold enormous value and incredible stories from our past. You're watching the place where coins come alive, where every dime could be worth a fortune and every penny might hide a priceless mystery. Now today, buckle up, because what we're about to reveal is no ordinary story. This is not just about any coin in your pocket change. No, my friends, this is about a legendary dime. A coin so rare, so elusive, and so valuable, it's sending shockwaves through the coin collecting world, and guess what? It might just be hiding in a dusty old jar in your attic. Yes, you heard that right, that we're diving deep into one of the most mysterious and valuable coins in recent American history. A coin minted in 1985, stamped with the humble D for Denver, bearing the face of President Franklin D. Roosevelt, a coin that's often overlooked, casually tossed aside, or quietly jingling in an old coin drawer. And yet, one of these coins has just sold for a staggering $280,000 in today's market. That's right, $280,000 for a single dime, but how? Why? And what makes the 1985 D. Roosevelt one dime worth nearly $250,000? Stick with me, because we're going on a journey through American history, U.S. mint secrets, coin collecting myths, shocking discoveries, and high-stakes auctions. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for, and who knows, you might just find one of these dimes in your own collection. So sit back, relax, smash that like button, and let's unravel the mind-blowing story of the 1985 D1 dime from the United States Mint, a coin that proves that even the smallest denomination can carry a story of massive value. The coin, Roosevelt dime, 1985. Let's start with the basics before we head into the deep and mysterious waters of its incredible value. The coin in question is the 1985 D. Roosevelt dime, part of the regular circulating coinage produced by the Denver Mint, as marked by the D mint mark. This dime features the profile of Franklin D. Roosevelt on the obverse, a design that has remained largely unchanged since it was first introduced in 1946, just 1 year after his death. The reverse of the coin displays the iconic torch, olive branch, and oak branch, symbolizing liberty, peace, and strength, the core values of the United States. At face value, this coin is worth 10 cents, and millions of these were struck in 1985. So why is this particular version worth a fortune? Let's get into the mystery, the history and mystery behind the 1985 D dime. The Denver Mint in 1985 was in full production mode. Billions of coins were being produced, and quality control, while reliable, wasn't foolproof. That year, something unusual occurred. A small number of dimes were struck with an extremely rare minting error, and some were created using an experimental or transitional planchet, meaning, the metal used wasn't standard for the year or series. Some coins from that year may also exhibit striking anomalies, such as off-center strikes, double dies, or weakly struck mint marks, all highly prized in the numismatic world. But one particular dime surfaced recently that blew collectors away. It was a 1985 D. Roosevelt dime, certified by a top-tier grading service, graded as MS 68 full bands, meaning it was not only in near-perfect condition, but also displayed the sharply defined horizontal bands across the torch on the reverse. That level of detail is incredibly rare, and it signals a very high-quality strike, likely among the very first struck from a fresh die pair. This coin was auctioned in early 2025 for a jaw-dropping $280,000, and it wasn't just the grade or the condition. The mystery deepens with the possibility that it was struck on a misplaced or transitional planchet, which means it wasn't even supposed to be a dime in the first place. What makes this coin so valuable? Let's break it down. Condition: the coin that sold for $280,000 was in mint state, graded MS 68 by PCGS, one of the highest possible grades. Only a handful exist in this condition. Strike quality: full bands designation on the torch means every detail was crisply struck, a rare phenomenon. Mint error or planchet anomaly: speculation remains that it was struck on a transitional or experimental planchet. Such coins are extraordinarily rare and highly sought after. Rarity: there may be only a few of these in the world, and they are not listed in typical guides. They're hidden treasures. Market demand: rare U.S. coins are one of the hottest collectibles today, with record-setting prices seen at major auctions and private sales, face value versus true worth. Now imagine this: you find a dime in your old change jar. It looks just like any other 1985 Roosevelt dime, except it's been well preserved. You take it to a coin show or send it in for grading, and the verdict comes back: mint state, full bands, possible planchet anomaly. Suddenly, that 10-cent coin is worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. This is not a fantasy. This is not a myth. This is a real possibility, and it's happened. Current market value, $280,000 according to recent verified auction results and collector reports. The 1985 D. Roosevelt dime in exceptional condition with rare attributes now commands a price tag of $280,000. Yes, you heard that right, $280,000. This makes it one of the most expensive modern dimes ever sold and a major highlight in U.S. coin collecting history. What to look for in your 1985 D dimes. If you want to know whether your dime might be one of these hidden gems, here's what to look for. Look for MS 66 and above condition with no signs of wear. Check for the full bands detail on the torch. Investigate unusual weight, color, or edge detail. Signs of a transitional planchet. Examine under magnification for doubling, off-centering, or die breaks. Consider professional grading if you believe you have something unique. Final thoughts: who knew that a simple dime could be the key to life-changing money? Coins are more than just currency, they are historical documents, mechanical marvels, and in some cases, hidden treasures. The 1985 D. Roosevelt dime is proof that even in a world of paper money, digital wallets, and cryptocurrency, old-school coins still have stories to tell, and fortunes to share. So go check those old jars, search your change, and dig through those inherited collections. That 10-cent piece you've overlooked 1,000 times could be worth $280,000 today. If you enjoyed this video and you want more deep dives into rare coins, million-dollar finds, and secret treasures hiding in plain sight, be sure to hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and drop a comment telling us what coins you found in your own collection. You never know, your story could be featured in our next video. We're talking about a 2005 P. United States Roosevelt dime, sometimes referred to as the coin of liberty, that, believe it or not, is currently worth up to $81,000 in the rare coin market. Yes, you heard that right. A coin that most of us would overlook in our change, a coin that most of us would spend without a second thought, is turning heads and catching massive attention for its shocking value, historical importance, and incredibly rare details. So before you spend that next dime at the gas station or toss it into the change jar, you might want to take a closer look. Because hidden in your pocket could be a fortune, and today, we're uncovering the story behind that fortune. Make sure you stick around till the very end because I'll be revealing the exact features that make this dime so rare, the secret minting errors that have collectors going wild, and how you can potentially find one in circulation. Also, if you're new here, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you never miss a chance to discover history, or maybe even a hidden jackpot, right from your pocket. Let's jump in. Studio microphone ***, the historical background of the Roosevelt dime, ***, to understand why the 2005 P dime has become such a hot topic. We need to take a step back into the story of the Roosevelt dime itself. First introduced in 1946, just a year after the death of President Franklin D. Roosevelt, this dime was more than just currency. It was a tribute. Roosevelt was not only a transformative American president, but also a symbol of hope, courage, and resilience, particularly for his leadership through the Great Depression and World War II. He also had a strong connection with the March of Dimes, a campaign to fight polio, a disease he personally battled. The U.S. Mint honored his legacy by replacing the Mercury dime with the new Roosevelt design, which featured his profile on the obverse and a torch flanked by an olive branch and oak branch on the reverse, symbols of liberty, peace, and strength. Fast forward to 2005, the year our special dime was minted. It may seem recent, but this particular mintage from the Philadelphia Mint, marked with AP, came with some shocking surprises. While hundreds of millions of dimes were produced that year, a tiny fraction came out with minting errors so unique, so rare, that they now command tens of thousands of dollars at auction. Studio microphone ***, the value and rarity of the 2005 P coin of liberty, ***. Now let's talk numbers. the part you've all been waiting for. Most 2005 P. Roosevelt dimes in average condition are still worth, well, 10 cents. But hidden within that massive circulation, a tiny handful were minted with serious errors. And when we say errors, we're talking dramatic die breaks, off-center strikes, missing mint marks, double dies, and other anomalies that collectors obsess over. One of these ultra-rare error coins, certified by a top-tier grading service, was recently auctioned for a mind-blowing $81,000. Yes, that's $81,000 for a 10-cent coin. What makes it so valuable? Well, aside from the error, it was also in pristine mint state condition, known in grading terms as MS68 or higher. Combine that with rarity, demand, and historical significance, and you've got yourself a coin that belongs in a museum, not in a pocket. But here's the kicker: these coins weren't meant to be valuable. They weren't specially struck for collectors. They were meant for circulation. That means they're out there, floating through change, tucked away in drawers, lost in old piggy banks, or hiding in rolls of coins at the bank, and one of them could be yours. Studio microphone ***, circulation, mystery, and potential discoveries, ***. Back in 2005, the Philadelphia Mint struck approximately 1.4 billion Roosevelt dimes. With such a huge number, it's no wonder why so many of us have them sitting around. But in that enormous pile of coins, there lies the mystery: just how many of the error dimes made it out into the world before the mistake was caught. Some experts believe fewer than 20 have ever surfaced in top-tier condition with these ultra-rare characteristics. That's what makes this coin a holy grail for some collectors. It's not just a rare piece of metal, it's a hidden treasure in the truest sense. And the best part? You don't need to be a millionaire to find one. All you need is a sharp eye, some patience, and maybe a little bit of luck. If you're the kind of person who enjoys coin roll hunting or checking every piece of change, this coin is your golden opportunity. Even though it's silver-colored. Studio microphone ***, current market and collector demand, ***, with the numismatic market booming in recent years, the value of rare coins like the 2005 P dime has only skyrocketed. As of today, the current verified value for the rarest known example sits at $81,000, with others fetching $5,000, $10,000, and more depending on condition and error type. Collectors, dealers, and investors are actively searching for this coin, and that demand is driving prices higher with each passing year. The question is, will you be the next person to find one? Studio microphone ***, closing and call to action, ***. So there you have it, the unbelievable story of the 2005 P. Roosevelt dime, the so-called coin of liberty, a tiny piece of change that's creating huge waves in the coin collecting world. Who would have thought that a little silver-colored coin, minted just 2 decades ago, could now be worth a small fortune? Remember, history is all around us. Sometimes it's hidden in dusty books, but other times, it's hiding right in your pocket. If you enjoyed this video and learned something new, do me a huge favor, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any future updates on hidden treasures just like this one. And hey, leave a comment below if you've got any 2005 P dimes in your collection, or if you're planning to go on your own treasure hunt. I want to hear your stories.